Hello, welcome to another speed art. Today you are watching an art of my Minesona being drawn, and I'm also sketching while recording the audio of this video. I've been meaning to do the audio of this video for like a few days, but I've been putting it off. So now it's a little bit of a last minute audio, in which I do it at 10 PM at night, when I am usually asleep. It's the 29th of August at the moment. I'm saying that because I need to write it down in this sketchbook that I'm drawing in. We have 15 minutes of time to chat. So usually I aim for one piece of art per day. Today I did not do any art. Well, unless you count the sketching I'm doing now. But I don't count that because when I say one piece of art per day, I usually mean one finished piece of digital art. And I definitely didn't do that. I played a lot of Minecraft today and recorded a episode on the Fishbowl SMP, and will hopefully record another episode of that tomorrow, because I now have a thing in my journal where I write a list of things to do. I don't typically get everything on that list done, but I make an attempt. Recording the audio for this speed art that you're watching was one of the things on that list for today. It was also on the list yesterday, because usually if I don't get something done, I just go, you know what, I will add this to tomorrow's list. So I've already got part of tomorrow's list written just because it's the things I didn't do today. I'd love some suggestions on things that you'd like to hear me talk about in these speed art videos, because, you know, it's not always easy to know what I want to talk about or what people might want to listen to. So when it comes to my art, I usually have one character that I'm kind of focused on. I've been kind of a little focused on Human Redefined lately, since I finally started actually, drawing and colouring some pages for it, in the hopes of actually finally getting that going as a webcomic. So I've been focusing on, each day I'll be a little more focused on one character more so than the other. Lately I kind of focused a little on Yuna and her daughter Ava. Still haven't actually drawn Ava at all, mostly because Ava is a child and I don't know how to draw children. And then I also ended up focusing on Dina, because I just thought Dina was interesting, and Dina's team is interesting. I want to eventually draw an artwork that has Dina and all of her team. There's 5 members on Dina's team, but I think in the universe of Human Redefined, that is not a normal or average thing. Like, I think slightly smaller teams are the average, like 3 members. So even the main team that Human Redefined focuses on is a little bit odd, because it has 4 members of it. Not that that's something you get the idea of immediately, because the first page just shows Novally, which I guess makes no sense to you, because no pages of Human Redefined have been posted as of this video being posted. Discord has seen what I've done so far. I kind of wish y'all could see this funky sketch that I'm doing, but alas, you cannot. I do want to draw in my sketchbooks more often, and then eventually do some videos around traditional art and showing my traditional art that I do. But at the same time, I just really vastly prefer digital art. but I do really like the sketch that I'm doing at the moment, even if it is a little bit funky. So human redefined, I think that's something I like talking about at the moment, because talking about it kind of motivates me to work on it more. Human redefined is, I would say it's not set in our time, like it was probably set in the future. I don't know, I think I have it written actually down somewhere, exactly what year Human Redefined starts in, but I don't know where I have that written, and I don't want to move from where I'm sitting at this moment. And then I also have, crap, I can't remember the name of it, Beyond Human will be a follow-up webcomic that I'm vaguely, loosely thinking of, but not planning yet, because I want to get way more done of Human Redefined before I start planning out the thing that comes after it. But Beyond Human would be about a character named Elias, and it's set years after Human Redefined, but because of some of the mechanics that work in Human Redefined, you could, chances are that characters that appear in Human Redefined could very easily appear in Beyond Human. I've been working on Elias as a character for I don't know how long, not that long, but longer than I've had the idea of Beyond Human. Like originally I just had all the characters for Beyond Human saved under a folder on Toy House called Sci-Fi, but now I think I actually changed that so it says Beyond Human, and then my Human Redefined characters are in a separate folder. I mean, they're both in the same universe, just different time periods, so really I could have these folders merged, and I probably will add tabs to my Human Redefined characters if they do reappear in Beyond Human. I think Novalee would definitely be one of the ones that appears again. So I guess that's your confirmation that Novalee won't die in the events of Human Redefined. Because I think she's just one of my favourites and I wouldn't let her. But at the same time, I guess there has to be the possibility for everyone. Like, everyone has a little bit of chances of dying because no one's really safe from the plot. I don't know if I'm describing that well or saying that well, but no one's really safe from the plot. If something has to happen for the story, it'll happen no matter how fond I am of the character. I'm actually really proud of the sketch that I've done while talking to Yell, and it's a shame that Yell can't see it. Yeah, can't wait to go to sleep after I've done recording this and have uploaded it onto my laptop. Hope y'all don't mind me chatting to you all while half asleep. I still have more videos to record, but I guess I'll be doing them in the morning. Sorry if that got quiet. Sorry, I was just looking at my cat sleeping. So Human Redefined is, I think, mostly focused around Novalee and her team. So Novalee and her team, there's Novalee obviously, and her sister, who either is or isn't her twin, that's Cassiopeia, and Yuna. And then there's also another character whose name I can never remember. You'd think I would remember my own character's name, but I haven't drawn or thought about this character lately, so therefore I just do not remember it. Do I have it written down in this book? I have a book in real life that I write details that I can't share yet. It's also got some random Tamagotchi information in it, because, you know, sometimes you just need a little bit of Tamagotchi information. We've got information on Adonis. Adonis is a character that will appear in Human Redefined at a later point. I've drawn Adonis a few times, so I've posted art of Adonis and his sister Andrea, and they do both have Toy House profiles. Then we have information for an entirely different story altogether. I have too many projects. I think I have that issue everywhere. In Minecraft, I come up with multiple projects and want to just duck between them. I've got a page on Poppy. I'm really looking forward to when Poppy appears in the story because I like Poppy. I think she's a fun character and I think she'll be fun to have in the universe of Human Redefined. I've got Ada. Ada will also appear, probably sooner than Poppy, I'll assume. I guess I don't have the name of that character written in this book. That's fine. We'll just have to live without the name of that character, that's fine. And then a recent addition was the idea that Una would have a child. Like, previously the plans was that Una, she's got family that she's been out of touch with, and her family probably will assume she's dead. And then more recently I was like, you know what, let's give Una a child. It'll make it more difficult because I don't know how to draw children, but let's give her a child. She actually also has a, I can't remember if it's I think it's a granddaughter, that Yuki, who reappears. This is technically spoilers, but she does have a granddaughter that later reappears because she's like, oh, I really look up to this person that you're working with. I haven't like this from Yuki's point of view. Yuki's really looking up to this person that Una happens to work with once or twice maybe, and she ends up meeting Una and she obviously doesn't recognize her, because why would you recognize someone that you've never really met? You've maybe seen one or two pictures of, and that was them when they were young, and Una, because of her ability, she's still young and she probably still looks remarkably alike to those pictures, but you wouldn't really look at someone who maybe resembles what you can vaguely remember of your grandmother and go, oh, you're my grandmother who hasn't aged. Except Una has aged. She's aged and then just reversed that aging using her ability, so she's not really exactly the same. It doesn't really make sense. Like, she's almost, but not quite. But I think maybe Una would be more inclined to recognise her granddaughter. I don't know if she keeps up or keeps track of the family she left behind. I guess you'd think if you had children and went bye-bye, you keep track of them, so if you're someone who is going to live for a very long time, you don't accidentally marry your own descendant 200 years later. That'd be something I would be paranoid about. So if I ever somehow magically become immortal, I promise y'all I won't be having children, because I don't want to accidentally meet my own descendants later on and have an awkward situation there. What an odd reason to not have children. I mean, I didn't want to have children anyway, if I'm honest. I think one day, even if I did have children, I would be more inclined to go for adoption, because, I don't know, there's enough people in the world, and quite frankly, I don't want to birth. Birth sounds horrible. But yeah, that is this entire video. Hope you enjoyed watching the speed art and listening to me ramble. My voice boxes aren't a thing. My throat kind of hurts now from all the talking. So I hope you did enjoy this rambling. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you did enjoy this rambling, and maybe there will be more of them. I mean, there definitely is going to be more rambling in the future, but it helps to know if someone else likes the rambles too. Because I definitely have so much rambling planned. I've got another audio like this one that I need to record tomorrow. I think I also am recording another visual part of the speed art. And I'm also recording another fish SMP video. Fishbowl SMP. I always get the name wrong whenever I refer to it in my head. But yeah, see you later. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Tia tia.